Brazil's green capital makes a tremendous effort to preserve the city's natural environment and is regarded by many as one of the world's best examples of green urban planning. Curitiba has planted 1.5 million trees and built 28 public parks to combat flooding which had previously assaulted the city. Curitiba surrounded the urban area with a field of grass, saving itself the cost and environmental expenses of dams. Among Brazil's state capitals, Curitiba is considered a pioneer in sustainable urban planning. The vision for its approach goes back to the early 1970s, well before most of the world even considered sustainability. The dream of a better city is always in the heads of its residents. In 1970, there was less than 1 square meter of green space per person. Now there are 52 square meters for each person. Residents planted 1.5 million trees along city streets. Builder gets tax breaks if their projects include green space. Flood waters diverted into new lakes in parks solve the problem of dangerous flooding, while also protecting valley floors and river banks, acting as a barrier to illegal occupation and providing aesthetic and recreational value to the thousands of people who use city parks. In Curitiba, industry is organized around the idea of industrial ecology, the planning of industries so that their activities complement each other, sharing heat of transport and forming a flow of materials. The waste of one industry weighing the raw materials for another is another key to the success of Solar City. The responsibility of the authorities is to ensure that everyone participates in the sharing of responsibility. We need to make those who refuse and feel ashamed. A business that manufactures a polluting product will not longer be able to sell it, or we make it our business that it doesn't sell, says Sammy Lerner. Subways were being proposed, but with the price tags of up to $90 million a kilometer. To substitute a surface subway, buses on exclusive transitways radiating out from city center at a dramatically less expensive $200,000 a kilometer. Bus fare as lottery ticket, initial incentive to encourage patronage. Recycled materials were used to build the opera house, and old buses are turned into classroom, daycare centers and clinic. The Green Exchange employment program focuses on social inclusion, benefiting both those in need and the environment. Low-income families living in sand towns, unreachable by truck, bring their trash bags to neighborhood centers, where they exchange them for bus tickets and food. This means less city litter and less disease, less garbage dumped in sensitive areas such as rivers, and a better life for the undernourished poor. There is also a program for children where they can exchange recyclable garbage for school supplies, chocolates, toys, and tickets for shows. Under the Garbage That's Not Garbage program, 70% of the city's trash is recycled by its residents. Once a week, a truck collects paper, cardboard, metal, plastic, and glass that has been sorted in the city's homes. The city's paper recycling alone saves the equivalent of 1,200 trees a day. As well as the environmental benefits, money raised from selling materials goes into the social programs, and the city employs the homeless and recovering alcoholics in its garbage separation plant. Orphaned or abandoned street children are a problem all over Brazil. Learner got its industry, shop, and institution to adopt a few children, providing them with a meal a day and a small wage in exchange for doing simple maintenance, gardening, or office chores. Brazil forbids child labor, but Lerner says, by law, a child must not work, but society looks the other way when he goes hungry or homeless or works for a drug trafficker. Creation of an independent municipal authority such as IPPUC to provide continuity and implement plans, as well as to monitor planning and research to improve future efforts. Integrated planning process structured to assure that planners in all areas know the strategy and are working with a shared vision and developing their plans together. This way, many problems of unlinked development, example not enough provision for green space, can be avoided. Establish a close relationship between public transportation and land use legislation as a guidance and development tool. Cities' environmental quality and economic efficiency are highly dependent on transportation systems that are well integrated with urban form, because this let them avoid weak transportation systems and unsustainable dependence on private cars. Developing new models that provide inexpensive, creative urban solutions and reflect local values are an alternative to standard, often high-cost approaches. Curitiba has suffered from all typical problems brought by rapid urban growth, mass unemployment, transport congestion, lack of basic services, and uncontrolled growth of squatter settlements. However, the city has been redesigned and has become a well-recognized model for sustainable urban planning. Thanks for watching this video till the end.